He promised to return. Therefore, in that day, my people shall know my name. Because I myself who speaks will be present. What is written has been fulfilled before our eyes. Those who looked at him will not be ashamed. Soon we will see his transformation. The man Christ Jesus is here.
Hello, Blessed. Today's topic is a special generation. And now, the man Christ Jesus. You are blessed.
Well, let's now go with the topic, a special race on the face of the earth. You know that Solomon, the wisest man on earth, I'm saying under heaven, the man that had the greatest wisdom under heaven, that would discover the secrets. He would discover people's secrets. You remember when those two mothers took their child to him and he said, "Whose child is it?" And then she said, "It's my child." And the other one said, No, it's my child." And there came Solomon's wisdom. Well, let's do something. Let's cut him in half, and each one of you. And the true mother said, No, give it to her. She's the true mother, because the true mother looks for the life of her child. So he anticipated that a race was to come. They are minds, spirits, because mind and spirit is synonymous. So then he contemplated this, and Joel also said, in those days when the Lord would come, in that last stage of the movie, there will be people as never before have been on earth. He spoke of a race. The only thing that race, notice what Solomon said about the mind, about the heart. Let's see Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinks in his heart, the mind, where are the thoughts? So when it says heart, is it talking about this one that pumps blood? No, because we're talking about thoughts. And the thoughts are not here in this heart. They are in this heart, in the mind. Say, my mind. And what did Paul say? That we serve who with the mind? God? With the mind? Not with your hands or your feet. Oh, no, kneeling down. If your mind is not being used, you're not serving God. Even if you're walking on your knees, even if you haven't eaten, even if you're sacrificing, hitting yourself, it's my fault. Or a barbed wire or rocks in your shoes. No, say the mind. So then Solomon was already anticipating that man, look what it says, for as he thinks in his heart, so is what? So is what? This means, notice how important this ministry is in your life. That what words we put here is the true science. And it's a science that when we put it in your mind, since it's the true, if it's the false one, it messes you up. You would have noticed and you would have left here. The reason why you can't leave here is, number one, I am reading it. And number two, it is causing some good effects. And then when we put those thoughts in your mind, well, that's what you are. Oh, these minds, that super race has a temple, you, that once you define a truth, anything can come against you to take it away. And nothing will move you. Not even one of those trailers. We are very defined minds. Nothing moves us. Nothing buys us. Notice, that's why the apostle used a term over in Galatians chapter 4, verse 19. Look what Galatians 4:19 said. My little children, for whom I labor in birth again until Christ is formed in where? Christ is formed with what I am telling you. With the science of grace, with the true science. That's how grace is formed. When you have a confession in line with what is written that speaks about you. Well, let's finish with this one. Job chapter 3, verse 25. For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. Honestly, I fear that my mate, I fear, and since I fear, I also have malice. And since I have malice, I give hints. And since I fear, I make calls. And I ask here and I pull over here. And I form a fortress that later you're not going to fear. You're going to have to run when that fortress jumps on you. For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. I am not at ease, nor am I quiet. I have no rest, for trouble comes. Temples that have fear, minds that serve God with fear and fright. Look, I don't want to live like that. Look, that I am scared of, living like that. When the fears start, be it from health, this type of fear, this type of fear, this type, that type, I number them. And I say, wait, we got to run. I have to look for something. Put some music on. So then we have to reform you and form Christ in you, because the transformation depends on that. We have to prepare you, because if you give salt water and sweet water, people come and they drink water. Oh, it's sweet. And then they come to look for sweet, and then it's salty because you are in fear. And then all of a sudden you have two thoughts, and your mind receiving that bad information, the effects are seen days later. You do not notice it. You see it later. It's that you're like that. You are a special race. And and you're not just any race. Just because you see that there's people that walk like you and dress like you, or they're artists, those people are no good. Those artists, all those movies, all those people, if they had this wisdom, they would save their money, but they are destroyed completely because they do not have a mind to think like we do. So you are very special, and you have to educate your thoughts. You have to do it. You have to deal with your mind. But fear, don't put it in your temple. It looks ugly. It makes the temple dirty. Say with me, I will not be contaminated. I am not going to put fear in my mind. I am what I think. I have a lot of health.
Dios ha hablado a su pueblo, su gracia es la verdad. Oh, cuán sabias sus palabras, su gracia es la verdad.
Hi, class, Carol, the best day. It's good to see you like a sensible virgin.
That's right, Sophia. We are a special generation of the super race.
Wow, that is so beautiful that he reminds us that we are a special generation which thinks and speaks differently, because according to what is in a man's mind, such is he.
How's that?
Well, Carol, what you think about about yourself, that is what you are. If you have fear in your mind, that manifests in your life. That's why it was necessary for Papi to form Christ in us, to think like Christ thinks. How many think like Christ does, like a special race? Me! Carol, that's why our temple, which is our mind, should be free from fears and insecurities, because if not, our temple will get dirty, and that's dangerous. So we should clean ourselves from all contamination of flesh and spirit, and see ourselves just like Papi does, like a special generation.
I receive it, Sophia.
Sophia, we are leaving. Carol, that's my mom calling me, and I have to go. We'll see each other in our